Hey, Heidi here, and I wanted to take a second to talk to you if you have had family or friends that have not understood what you wanted to do with your paint parties, or maybe you are building a paint party business either in person or online, and you've had people that have been like that, like they're not getting it. They're not understanding what you're doing. So I just wanted to say hello. I am sitting by my fireplace with Dolly Parton. I love this little spot in my office. So you can kind of see, it's kind of trippy. You can see me there, and then you can see all the mess I have going on. So I'm just going to kind of hold it here so you don't see the mess. So as you come on, go ahead and say the word bunny if you want to be a part of our 3-day free event, Profitable Paint Parties with Heidi. If you want to be a part of this, just type the word bunny and we will make sure to get the link so that you can sign up, because this starts here in just a couple of weeks. But I got some notes. I have my notes here, and I wanted to share with you really quick. People who love you will give you bad advice, okay? So I am here to say, first off, not everybody's going to understand this crafting world. They're not going to understand what you're trying to do for your family, for your paint party business. Sometimes we get really excited about something, and then we think we need to shout it to the rooftop. So I have 2 tips for you. Hey, Christy. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Tina. Go ahead and type bunny if you want to be a part of our free 3-day event where I'm going to be giving away over $500 worth of prizes, gift cards, so much awesomeness. So please let me know. Oh, good morning, Rita. Beautiful yourself. Hey, Michelle. Oh, good. You already signed up for it. If you already signed up for it, please let us know in the comments that you already have. But I just wanted to take about 3 minutes or less. My 3 minutes probably means 5 minutes or less. But I wanted to share, people who love you will give you bad advice. Has anybody ever had that? I remember a very close family member telling me I was crazy for quitting my teaching job. You know, I was a teacher for 10 years. And so and again, it's not their fault. That's the thing that you have to remember. It's not their fault. You cannot emotionally take it the wrong way, because here's the deal. That person grew up with a normal traditional job, a 9-to-5. You don't leave it. You stay there for decades, and that's what you do. Now the world is different. Can I get an amen for that? The world has changed. Everything has changed. And I want y'all to know that if a family or a friend says something to you about, like, you're so excited and you want to say, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this, Profitable Paint Party Challenge with Heidi, and it's free, and I'm so excited about it. And you have somebody go, why would you do that? Why would you paint? First off, you have to think, is that person, and I started using this rule about 5 to 7 years ago. I said, if they're not doing what I want to do, so let's say that somebody, a family or friends, give me advice, and maybe they're older than me. If they are not doing what I want to do at their age, then I will listen kindly. Oh, that's great. Okay. But I will not take their advice. And the reason why is, if they don't have the results that I want, why am I going to take their advice? If they're not happy, it's kind of like, somebody trying to give you marriage advice who has a very sad marriage, or somebody who is trying to give you financial advice, but they're using their credit card, right? Why would we take advice from somebody who is not at the level that we want to be at, who is not doing what we want to do? So I want to first give you just a chance to exhale and not be angry at them. Don't let it emotionally get you, because they're trying to come from a good place. They really are. Our family and friends love us, and they're trying to come from a good place to protect us. So the things that they say that may hurt your feelings isn't to try to hurt your feelings. It's really coming from a place where maybe they have failed in the past, and they're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want this person who I love to be hurt like that. And so their remarks, although they may be where they think they're coming from a good place, it can tear us up inside if we allow it. So you cannot allow it. So be okay knowing that their understanding is not required for your progress, okay? Their understanding is not required for your progress. I heard that on a podcast the other day, and I'm obsessed with it. I've been writing it down everywhere. Their understanding is not required for your progress. Now, for those of you, again, if you're just jumping on and you want to be a part of our 3-day bunny challenge here, Profitable Paint Parties with Heidi, it's totally free. You can type the word bunny and we will get you the information. Or if you're watching the replay, the link will be in the description and you can grab it there. Susan says, I haven't painted for months because of being discouraged. So here, Susan, what I want you to do is this week, I'm giving you a challenge. First off, sign up for the bunny so that you have something that you can do with me and with, thousands of other people that are going to support you and be excited about that. But also, you can't let somebody else that has discouraged you dictate your future. I don't care if you are my age or in your 40s, or I don't care if you are 60s, 70s, 80s. You can literally paint forever until you die. You can literally paint your entire life. And if you let somebody dictate how you feel or what you should do, again, their understanding is not required for your progress. So I don't want you taking a moment that somebody said something and then not allowing yourself to have the life you want, even if it is you just want to paint for fun. It's okay. I remember years ago, I was teaching this paint party. There were over 100 people at this paint party. And this guy, I was walking around the room. It was before we started. And this guy, he was at the back of the room and he had brought his wife. He didn't know that I was in charge of this entire event. And he goes, I said, how are you doing, sir? And he's like, he had kind of grumbled. And I said, you doing okay? And he said, this is just stupid. And I was like, kind of caught off guard. And I kind of looked around and he goes, I can't believe people would pay money to come paint. This is ridiculous. And I just kind of looked, and I'm seriously looking at 100+ people that are laughing and having fun and painting and connecting and having a glass of wine. And I looked and I was just like, I looked back at him and I just started laughing and I said, well, it looks like they're having a lot of fun to me. And I didn't take offense to it because I literally know that an old guy in his 70, he's probably 75, who was grumpy and upset, does not give a damn about painting, right? Does not care, does not want to care. I am not his audience. This is not his people. But he may love hunting, or he may love fishing, or he may love doing something else. You show me somebody who's sitting on a fishing boat. My husband loves fishing. He will get up at 3 a.m. in the morning to go fishing by himself. And I'm like, that is the most terrifying thing I've ever heard of. First off, there's snakes in the water. I don't want to be around any of that. Like, it's dark. I don't know. Like, that sounds miserable to me. But to him, he's got to buy every fishing lure. He's got to have every fishing pole. I didn't even know there were multiple fishing poles. Like, why do you need more than one? Apparently, as a fisherman, you need a ton of different ones. You got to have different outfits for it, like different clothes. You got to have every single lure possible. There's lures for bass fishing. There's lures for other kinds of fishing. There's a whole nother thing if you're doing saltwater, like different. There's lakes. Oh my gosh. There's trolling motors. There's like gauges that tell you where all of the crap is. Like, I have no idea what he's talking about. Enough to repeat that, but that's it. That's it. So if you show me a video where you're like, hey, come do a free 3-day lure fishing, throw it out into the water and cast it up type thing, I'm going to go, that's kind of dumb. Like, nah, I'm good. But I can appreciate that we all have our form of therapy. We all have our ways we want to go through this life. And for me, it's painting cute bunnies. And it's buying every single paintbrush possible. It's buying every single tool that could be possibly used in an art studio. Because that's what I love. So just like my husband loves fishing, and just like we love, painting and crafting and getting together and working with our hands and making something new, we have to be able to protect our emotions so when our family thinks it's stupid. So when I tell Bobby, you really need 450 lures, I probably shouldn't say it that way. I should say, I am so happy you have a hobby, but I don't. I'm like, why we got another lure? But then right there by the staircase is a whole pile of new paints I had to have, right? So I want you to know that people who you love are going to give you bad advice. It's just how it happens. But be okay knowing their understanding is not required for your progress. Be okay knowing that, okay? And protect your heart. You may be so excited about your paint party or what you're going to do, or you're going to, build something online. I mean, crafting and painting online is insanely awesome. You may be so excited about that, but your family has no idea. I cannot tell you how many times people still think I have a starving artist paint party business. They think it's cute. Oh, Heidi, are you okay? Are you doing all right? They have no idea the potential in crafting, the potential. So through many years, and I'm telling you this because I have had to literally go, I know I can say this to this person, and I can tell this, no, none of my dreams. This person, I love them with all my heart. They are one of my best friends, but they will not hear my dreams, right? I know this person, wide open. I can not only tell them my dreams, but they are going to jump on board with everything I have to say. They're going to be part of the photo shoots. I'm thinking of one of my best friends, Allison, Gretchen, my mother-in-law, Cherie, my daughter. Like, they're going to be part of, not only, you saw them in the Paint Party Business Live, they were part of the prom photo shoots. There are a few people like that in your life that you can say, hey, I got this crazy idea. And they're not going to just go, oh, that's not good. They're going to jump on board with it. Those are the people that you can go, okay, when I'm talking crazy and I got crazy dreams and I got big, wild ideas, I can go to that person. But then there's these people in your life who you love dearly. And I'm not saying get rid of them. I'm not saying don't ever talk to them. I'm just saying protect your heart. And just know that after they kind of, and let me know in the comments with hearts or yes, if this is making any sense to you, just put a yes, I understand, if you're understanding this. But just know that you love them, you respect them, but you don't have to tell them all of your dreams, all of the things you have going on. Remember, their understanding is not required for your progress. Protect your heart. Protect who you're sharing it with. It's okay. I had to learn it the hard way. I would get so excited and word vomit to everybody who would listen. And then I started getting dinked. And then I started feeling like maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that is a bad idea. Who am I? Who am I to do that? Wait, I can't be that person. That's not me. Ugh. And then I would start doubting. And then all of a sudden I'd be like, but this brings me so much joy. Like, I want to paint. I want to teach others how to paint. I want to do this thing. And so I want you to know that if you are thinking, maybe you're at the beginning of this, or maybe you have been teaching paint parties and now it's starting to get where you're like, okay, I'm starting to make money right now. Like, this is kind of cool. I want you to be a part of this free 3-day event. Okay, you need to be a part of this because you are going to be with people who like to paint bunnies. Not only that, but I'm going to be showing you you're going to be a fly on the wall watching me teach a paint party. You're going to be in a group with a ton of people, not learning about fishing, but talking all things creative. All right, so I am excited. If you want to be a part of this, please, please, please look at the link in the description, which will be there in just a second, or type the word bunny. Type the word bunny and we will get you the link and sign up for it. It is totally a free event. And I'm going to be giving a lot of fun to you, a lot of information, as well as over $500 in prizes. And I see a ton of comments here. Let's see. We have Brenda who says, I have been shamed out of so many dreams. Brenda, I want to say I'm sorry for that. And I have too. I totally get it. And she says, this is so encouraging. I want y'all to know. Oh my gosh, I want you to know, don't let other people's self-doubt dictate where you want to go in the future. If you have something in your gut telling you that you want to do something, that y'all, I pray to a big God who gives me big, big dreams. And I used to dream small and I used to pray small. And I know a lot of you know this. We're about to hit my dad's 5-year heart transplant anniversary. 5 years. The other day I missed his birthday. He was too tired. We were going to meet halfway and he was too tired. And I said, well, I'm so sad I missed your birthday. And he said, actually, my real birthday is March 13th. And I immediately knew what that date was. And I said, yeah, he goes, that's the one I really want to celebrate. And that's his 5-year heart transplant surgery. And for those of y'all that don't know me and have never heard this story, we waited for years. Oh my gosh, for 22 months for my dad to get a heart. And oh my gosh, so we finally got the call. I was actually teaching a paint party. It was a bunch of kids. It was about 20 kids and a bunch of their parents and grandparents. And I was in the middle of teaching a paint party and I remember my mom called and I sent it to voicemail. Then a few minutes later, my brother called and I sent it to voicemail. And then the next one called and I said, I was in the middle of doing my first, hey, welcome to the paint party, blah, blah, blah. And I said, y'all, I'm so sorry I have to get this. And my heart literally stopped beating. And I grabbed the phone and I said, and immediately it's like, those calls and you go, it's here, isn't it? It's here. And I was just crying my eyes out. And I came back to the party. I said, okay. I was like, we're getting Bobby, he's getting stuff and we're going to be there. We'll be there. It was, a couple hours away in Austin where he was getting the heart transplant. And so I came back to the party. And by the time, Bobby was getting everything ready, the party was an hour and a half. And I was in the middle of that room, tears down my eyes going, y'all, you have no idea. My dad is about to get a heart transplant. And as soon as this party is over, I am driving to Austin to go see my dad. And we're going to get a heart transplant. And I was just tears of joy. And of course, the kids didn't understand, but the adults were just crying with me. And I said, but for right now, we are going to paint and we are going to have so much fun and we're going to celebrate. And I was just so, so happy. And that whole night, it took all night, that doctor came back. He came, we waited up all night. We were all delirious. We were laughing, cracking jokes. Anytime you're with my siblings, you will know that's how we are. And the doctor came in to talk to my mom. And he sat there and he said, he was just talking like he literally was here's a piece of paper and here's a book, right? And it was the craziest thing because he goes, hey, so here's what we did. And he was saying all these big fancy words. And he said it like literally like it was nothing. And I don't know if it was just the deliriousness of being up all night, the emotions. I don't know exactly what it was. But I stopped the doctor and I said, wait. You're telling me that like there was a moment when there was no heart in my dad at all. And there was just a heart outside of his body. And then they literally put that heart inside his body. Like I was trying to take it down to simple, like, what happened, And he goes, yes. And then he went on about his business and kept talking like nothing. And that was the moment. It was around 5:30 in the morning that I said, if God can take a heart from somebody who was so generous enough to mark donor, which if you're not a donor, mark donor, it changes people's lives. If God can take somebody else's heart who graciously marked donor, which we are so, so thankful for, and then put it into my dad, and then he can start living again. He's about to hit his 5-year anniversary, and he was about to die. And he can live again and have a second chance. I am done praying small. I am done thinking small. If that can happen, I am dreaming big. I am praying big. Because I serve a big God who gives me big dreams. And it was that night on the floor, laying there all night long, waiting for that to go, oh my gosh. I'm like praying, God, can it be sunny today? Can we have a good day? Like, no, I'm praying big. I'm done praying small. So when you come across family who maybe hasn't had that huge epiphany of, moments like that in their life, then I want you to not be upset at them for not going, yes, you can do all of that. Because they may have been living a life that hasn't had those opportunities of massive moments that make you go, life, man, oh my gosh, there's so much that changed me in that moment. And I know some of you have had those moments where you're forever changed. You will never look at life differently. But you cannot be mad at your family or the people who love you that give you bad advice because they haven't had those big moments. They haven't had those times in their life where it totally changed the direction. It totally changed the way they will think and be forever. So you can't be mad at them for that. But you can. You can protect your heart. And you can not always share everything with people who may not believe in you. So again, I just want to repeat, their understanding is not required for your progress. And don't let other people tell you how you're supposed to live your life. Just do it. And I know we just went through a very, very emotional story I told you, but if you want to be a part of our 3-day profitable paint parties with Heidi, just type the word bunny or look at the link above. We'll have it there. And I hope this helps some of you. Please, please, please do what you love. If painting is what you love, do it. Do it. Whether it's for healing, whether it's for making money, whether it's for just doing what you love, find out what you love and do it on purpose. Dolly Parton said that. You gotta love her, right? Find out what you love and do it on purpose. All right, I hope this helps you and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon.